What's up, YouTube? This is FourthStarTCG, and for my 200 subscriber special, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video. I'm going to be telling you guys my top 5 most wanted Mega Evolutions that are not released as of the making of this video. I'm assuming that we're going to have more Mega Evolutions released, and with every new generation and such, they'll reveal a couple new ones. So these are the top 5 Mega Evolutions that I want the most in the next upcoming Pokemon games. This is based off of really what I want to see being more competitively viable, or just needs a little extra boost to make it really worth that one Mega slot on your team. So the first Mega that I want is Mega Crobat. Crobat with the item the Crobatite. Type stays poison flying, and I want to have the ability Gale Wings, giving priority to all flying type moves. I found this design on the internet. You can see the image credit on the far lower right. And just to go over the stat increases right here, plus 15 in attack. You don't want to give it too much because I want to make these megas realistic so that they wouldn't be incredibly overpowered or too crazy, and Talonflame is already wrecking OU with a base 87 attack and Gale Wings. But Crobat being Mega, and I believe it only needs, it doesn't need a turn to get the Gale Wings ability. It just, because Mega Evolution happens before the, but I mean, Baynet needs a turn to get Prankster, so I don't know. I should probably research that a bit more, but Gale Wings on Crobat would seem really cool. Gets priority Bravebird, boosts its defenses a little bit, plus 15 in defense, plus 20 in special defense, and just a modest plus 20 boost in special attack, because I have seen a couple mixed Crobats, and I don't know why you'd run Air Slash over Bravebird, maybe to avoid recoil. But yeah, you can run special Crobat if you wanted to. It would be pretty powerful. So that's the increase in speed, plus 30. I mean, Crobat's fast, just make it faster. That really wouldn't be a massive increase in speed or anything like that. Would still be outspeeding a lot of things, but just to put it up, I believe it outspeeds Mega Beedrill just straight out, so that would, and hit it with a super effective priority flying type. So flying type moves, so it would be a great counter to Mega Beedrill's speed and attack. Yeah, because Mega Beedrill gets no priority. The next Mega I would want to see, my number 4 Mega, is Mega Luxray. Give it the Luxray item, and when it Mega Evolves, change its type to Electric and Dark, and give it the ability Strong Jaw to boost biting attacks, because Luxray gets the Elemental Fangs, at least Thunder Fang and stuff like that. Give those stab boost and a Strong Jaw boost, and to give it a massively powerful Crunch attack, which would just be great. The real problems with Luxray is that, number 1, it didn't hit hard enough, and it wasn't fast enough. So the Mega, I believe, should fix both of those. Give it a plus 20 boost in attack, not making it too powerful, but giving it a 140 attack, which is very, very formidable. It already had a high attack, but pure electric type doesn't have a lot of physical moves. Basically, the only two are Thunderfang and Wild Charge only has base 90. So really need to just up its attack and give it a bit more power, make it more useful. Give it a couple of boosts in the defense, boost them both up by 20, up to technically base 100. Base 100 defenses are nothing to laugh at. Should be able to take a super effective ground type attack. The one thing I like about Electric Dark is that it has no 4x weaknesses. It does open up Luxray to a couple more Pokemon, but I feel like the benefits are outweighed by the incurred weaknesses. And plus 40 in speed, give it base 110, ties it with Pokemon like Mega Metagross and the Lati Twins and stuff like that, which is very, very fast and is outspeeding a lot of things on the field that aren't really speedy Megas. Plus, Mega Luxray just looks so cool. I really want to see that design taken further. My third most wanted Mega Evolution, Mega Staraptor, another 4th gen Pokemon. This is one of my favorite sort of generic birds. It has a great ability with Intimidate and a hidden ability of Reckless. Give it the Staraptite item. Keep its type normal flying. The design I did take for Mega Staraptor is sort of based off of it losing the flying typing and becoming normal fighting to get stabbed close combat and stuff like that. But I really didn't think that was too good for Staraptor. I don't know. I really want it to maintain its sort of bird-like typing like Mega Pidgeot did. Give it its hidden ability Reckless, which boosts the power of moves with recoil damage. So Bravebird, Double Edge, that sort of stuff is going to be doing a lot more. Give it a plus 30 boost in attack, and then just a rounded boost all around. Plus 20 in defenses, plus 10 in special attack, plus 10 in special defense, and plus 30 in speed to bring it up to base 130, which will be outspeeding a lot of things that aren't mega or aren't heavily invested in speed, I believe. It outspeeds Greninja by a couple points, which is fantastic. Hit it with a close combat, which definitely still run on a Mega Staraptor. So yeah, Staraptor's borderline right now in the Smogon tiering system, and I just want to see it used more. It's really cool, but the thing is that you really have to give it a choice scarf or a choice band in order for it to be really hitting as hard as it needs to, and because its speed at 100 base it's good, but it's not the best, and it's still going to be outsped by a lot of things that are there for speed, and flying type isn't the best typing, while getting some great attacks like Bravebird. It's hurt by the extremely common Stealth Rock and Electric types, which is very good as well. So the number 2 Mega that I want is Mega Dragonite, and this design is really based around this artwork that I found for Mega Dragonite, which sort of reverts it back to the design that Dratini and Dragonair had. A lot of jokes have been made about what the Mega Stone for Dragonite would be called, but I don't think it's too tough. Call it the Dragonitite, and drop its flying type and have it become Dragon Water. I was actually kind of confused because in X and Y you catch Dratini and Dragonair by fishing, which is pretty cool. But I mean, they are sort of serpent-like, but they aren't water types. They're pure dragon, and a lot of designs or ideas that have been taking this Mega Dragonite artwork have been making it a pure dragon type, but I think Dragon Water would be really, really nice typing. I think Palkia is a Dragon Water type. I can't think of any other Dragon Water types off of the top of my head, but I think it's just a great type. Go over the stat increases here. First, the ability Dragon Aura, which is just like Fairy Aura and Dark Aura, boosts the power of dragon attacks by 1.3 times. I figure if you're making a Mega Evolution for a pseudo-legendary, you can't give it that good of an ability. I feel like Dragon Aura is sort of on par with things like Mega Metagross's Tough Claws, Mega Garchomp's Sand Force, and stuff like that, which boosts some attacks but not all, or you need to have a certain requirement fulfilled for those. So now I'll go over these stat increases. Plus 10 in attack, bring it up to 141. 141 attack is not something to laugh at. It's just insanely cool. Really going to hit hard. Set up a Dragon Dance or something like that. Defense, give it plus 10 in regular defense, bring it up to base 105, which again is nothing to laugh at. Pseudo-legendaries have fantastic stats. Now the big stat that I really want to see an increase in with Mega Dragonite is special attack. I want to see Mega Dragonite have a higher special attack than attack, because it gets access to some great moves. I believe it gets Surf to complement its new water typing. Gets Aqua Tail if you're running a physical Mega Dragonite. So I feel like that would just be and it gets like a bunch of attacks, flamethrower, stuff like that. I don't know if it gets any special poison moves to counter fairies, but yeah, I really like the design of this Mega Dragonite, and changing its typing to Dragon Water takes away a lot of its weaknesses while giving it more stab. I believe Dragon Water is a very good type. It's not weak to a lot because Dragon resists Grass and Electric, so those would be neutral on Mega Dragonite, but it isn't weak to them, which is also really cool. It does, it keeps its neutrality to Electric, and I think it might 4x resist Grass, and now it only is neutral. But I really like this Mega Dragonite design, and I really want to see this actually made into Pokemon. If there's anything that I want to see Nintendo just straight off take from a fan art, it is this. And here we are, the #1 Mega Evolution that I want to see coming up is Mega Hydreigon. I feel like Hydreigon just needs that boost in basically its two really important stats, special attack and speed, to make it incredibly viable in the competitive game. It's UU right now. It's an awesome typing Dark Dragon, 4x weak to Fairy, but the ability will bring that down, as I'll talk about in a second. But keep its Dark Dragon typing, nothing too crazy right here. The ability is Noctum, which, if you've been watching any Pokemon Insurgence playthroughs, is a really cool ability that someone has thought up. It summons Darkness, which increases the power of Dark and Ghost type attacks by 1.5, halves the power of Fairy attacks, causes moves like Synthesis and Morning Sun to recover less HP, and causes moves like Moonlight to recover more HP, and that would really complement Hydreigon's typing, give it a boosted Dark Pulse with a special attack base of 175, which is absolutely fantastic, right up there with Mega Gengar. I'd subtract 10 from its attack, still making it possible to run U-turn on a Hydreigon or something like that, but physical Hydreigon is rarely used. Boost up both of its defenses to base 100 with plus 10 in both, and just like a lot of these megas, base 100 defenses are nothing to laugh at, as can take a good amount of hits and hit right back with a base special attack of 175. I'm giving it a boost of 50 in that category, just because I really want this to become an insanely powerful Pokemon that you really have to counter. If this ever were made, I have no doubt that it would be one of the most powerful Megas, if not go straight to Ubers. But, I mean, Mega Charizard Y is somewhat like this. It is 4 times weak to Stealth Rocks. This would just basically be a better Mega Charizard Y with different typing. And base speed of 138, adding an increase of 40, like with Mega Staraptor. The reason I want a Mega for this is because you basically have to run Choice Specs or a Choice Scarf if you want it to hit as hard as possible, and really give it that boost that it needs to be really competitively viable. And I think the Mega Stone will give it that boost of basically both a Choice Specs and a Choice Scarf, while increasing the defenses a little and giving it a really awesome ability. So, just like to thank you guys again for 200 subscribers. This has been an absolutely fantastic thing that I've been able to do with my channel, and really happy to bring a different type of video to you guys today with my top 5 Mega Evolutions that I want. If you guys like this type of video, definitely let me know, and I'll be able to do more videos on the competitive battling scene and the video games. But after this video, we'll be getting back to the TCG, hopefully having a PSA return coming back in a couple weeks. Primal Clash will be coming out in the beginning of February, and I will be selling some of my stuff to pre-order a good amount of Primal Clash stuff because the cards are just absolutely fantastic. So once again, thank you guys for 200 subscribers. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and stick around for more videos.